Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host Red. I got a video today from Answer Highlights Daily. Chameleons. What are they? Who are they? He does a really wonderful job of explaining and pointing out chameleons, and I don't want to take too much from the man himself, so let's get right to it. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
All I was trying to do, if I'm posting content, I'm telling women, I'm telling men, take accountability, have a real, really when you heal, you in
Telling men and women to take accountability, huh?
all your relationships, take accountability, take accountability. If I'm not taking accountability, I'm a hypocrite.
That you
If
are.
if I don't sit in that seat and I'm telling people to sit in that seat, then I am a hypocrite.
It's weird when you have like a banner going that it's your birthday,
Right?
the Cash App.
And so in my mind,
I don't get this. These people are like stars, right? They make good money. They do a lot of really, they're pretty well off. I don't understand this whole like Cash App donation stuff. I really don't, because I don't ask for these things, and I'm not even that well off compared to these people. I don't get this begging like phenomenon that's going on with content creators and everything. I mean, I do have a membership down there, $5. I have like 3 members right now. If you guys want to join, great. If not, it's okay. I don't have my Cash App. I don't have any of these types of shit on my thing, and I don't ever really even mention my membership all that often. I think this is like the 3rd time I've mentioned it since I released it. So it just blows my mind that well-off people are still asking for money for, like these types of shit.
I'm saying to myself, okay, Sam, I went into that thing. I prayed to God. I said, God, what do you want me to do? God said, be authentic.
These types of conversations are so weird to me when they say they talked to God and God told them something. Like, I'm not knocking religion, I'm not knocking God or anything, but is it weird to you guys? Because it's weird to me when they say that God actually responds to them.
Meet the Chameleon, a master of deception. She possesses charisma that could charm anyone, looks that captivate, and the art of persuasive communication.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it.
Yeah, I've seen her TikToks and things. I didn't even know that this was Tyrese's ex-wife.
Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them, the value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively.
Like your ex-husband?
Expecting men to read our minds and getting mad when they can't. Being dismissive about how you make him.
Oh man, this makes me kind of cringy knowing that she's been in court for 3 years trying to crack Tyrese's prenup, and talking about all this shit right here. It's just like so hypocritical of this bitch.
Feel or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
But beneath her alluring facade lies a web of manipulation. In this eye-opening journey, we'll unveil the secrets of the chameleon's world, exposing the truth hidden behind the mask of charm.
And it's great to see everybody. Y'all can tell that today is a little different. I decided to come on, and not a lot of people do this, but they come on with no makeup on. And so today I was like, let me it's going to be one of them episodes where I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to go too far. Again, you guys, I am not going to tolerate any negativity on my platform. There's enough negativity in the world. That's not what Love Samantha Lee is about. So I will be blocking and rebuking on a whole nother level. Like, don't play with me. Like, I'm not. But yes, so
That title is weird, or like that the name of her channel or whatever is weird too. Love Samantha Lee. Like, telling people to love you in a sense.
So I am going live. Thank you guys. Y'all like the all natural look? Y'all like the all natural?
Right now, she reminds me of Kendra G. How she's speaking, her voice and her projection, and kind of like how she's like, going about things. It really reminds me of Kendra G.
Look. Y'all like? Oh, okay. Okay. Don't. All right. Well, then that's good then. That's good.
This is so Kendra
okay.
G.
In today's video, we delve into the enigmatic world of the chameleon, a person who often changes their beliefs or behavior to please others or achieve success.
And there you go. A chameleon. Someone that changes to pleases others or to achieve success. It is not a genuine change that they went through. They are forcing this change to get a benefit out of it in some way, form, or another.
What makes the chameleon so fascinating is her ability to seamlessly adapt, utilizing her charisma, looks, and communication skills to achieve her goals. In this case, we'll focus on a female chameleon, Tyrese's ex-wife, Samantha Lee, showcasing how she left.
Yes, men can be chameleons too. It's those two-faced friends that you have that don't truly care for you and tell you all the nice things that you want to hear. No, I would call those chameleons too.
Leverages her natural attractiveness to manipulate situations.
Okay, so I go on to Hardly Initiated, which y'all at this point, Hardly Initiated interview, I would be absolutely ridiculous if I if I didn't address it, because it's definitely the elephant in the room. One on Hardly Initiated, and my whole goal of that Hardly Initiated interview was completely taking accountability for my part and how I would have done things differently.
No, you didn't take accountability because you said if you had other people in your ears, you probably would have made a different decision. That's not taking accountability. Taking accountability is like, oh, I made the wrong decision. I fucked up. And I take full responsibility of that. Not putting it on.
Now, some of those clips
else.
were completely taken out of context. There was only two. It was a 2.5 hour interview. If you have not seen it already, go see it all the way through. Most people took the 2 20-second, 10-second clips that were clipped out and obviously created a stir and a buzz, which
Sometimes all you need is 10 seconds.
is what it's supposed to. It's the culture right now. But if you really watch the content, my whole point and my whole goal of that particular interview was for me to basically share what I would have done differently.
Well, this is exactly what we did.
She doesn't even look the same here. It doesn't look like the same woman right here. Like, makeup does crazy shit, guys. Like, holy fuck.
We watched the full 2-hour interview, just like we read Brittany Renner's book, so you don't have to.
This is why I love Manosphere Highlights Daily. They do things that, yes, I'm not willing to do. I did watch the Barbie movie. That was one thing that, I did do, but I did not read Brittany Renner's book. I just went on here and watched it. And I did not watch this interview. I just came on here and have him review it for us because they do a really good job.
Just like we watched the Barbie movie, so you don't have to. And like we always say, women always tell on themselves. Just let them talk long enough. And often it's in the things they do not say that expose them as chameleons. Let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we manning, we manning, we
And I'm going to go over what those things were. First thing I said was that at the time of certain things, when I filed, I filed in the heat of a moment. I was very, very hurt. I was very, very angry. I never said I regretted my whole decision. What I did say was I regretted doing it in a moment where I was emotionally intoxicated.
It doesn't seem like that's what it was in the actual interview.
I could take that back, I would. That doesn't mean I regretted the decision. I regretted doing it in a moment where I was highly emotional and I was not on with people that would that would give me wise counsel.
At first glance, her statement appears compelling because we all know accountability is a woman's kryptonite. But you heard it from her own mouth. She does not regret the decision. Let's take it a step further.
You don't win when a family is broken apart. I think
No, you don't.
Jay-Z said this. He's like, nobody wins when the family feuds.
Yeah.
When you get lawyers involved, and there was a therapist that was speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time, that when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And, I didn't even realize, I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get.
The therapist told you it was going to get ugly, but you chose to go that route. And then you're going to be surprised that it was ugly?
And like I said, if I could walk back in time, sometimes I battle with myself about that. But at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know how ugly it could get.
Aha, like I always say, focus on the information that's consistent. She made the decision to get lawyers involved. She was informed how ugly it could get. Even though she says nobody wins in court, she is still in court. Why is she still in court? Check this out.
And I did. I took full accountability. I did not talk about anything with my particular, the in-depth part of my relationship, or, what led me to the decision of divorce. I didn't talk about any of the specifics.
So we don't even know why you left the man. You just left him. That's all we know. And you're not willing to explain and your process of why you left the man. What?
I'm not going to. I've always said that is not something I will ever address out of respect to my child's father, because regardless, we have a...
But yet you'll blast him on the internet and, divorce him and take him to court for 3 straight years, trying to crack his prenup, trying to take everything away from him. Right? Huh?
Child, and I never, ever, ever want to be anywhere where I'm bad-mouthing him. I just don't think that that's the way to do
Yeah, you just want to take all of his resources.
it. We've already gone through a lot, so it's not for me to badmouth him in any way, shape, or form, which is why that interview was all about me just looking back, and hopefully somebody can get, if they're on that situation and they're considering divorce, they're considering certain things. There are certain things that I want people to take from that, so that hopefully you can make a good decision, the best decision for your situation.
Samantha Lee practices selective accountability. She only came on that show to tell you what she wants you to know.
Yep.
That's why in this 2-hour interview, there is no mention of the reason or reasons why she's still in court. Check this out.
Our divorce is finalized. So there's a lot of things going out there, but our divorce is finalized. We are not, that's that. It is not final. It is finalized.
She wanted a divorce. She got a divorce. It's finalized. Why is she still in court? Because she wants something else. Guess what that is?
So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own.
So she makes $160,000 and still has this Cash App shit for her birthday and shit to ask money from her audience. Cringy.
You have a problem with Samantha Lee's content focused on helping others, particularly her male audience.
Yes.
The issue lies in her lack of transparency about her ongoing court case, which is crucial for men to protect themselves from similar situations. If she were to reveal that she's in court seeking $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old daughter, while already earning $160,000 a year, her motives will be perceived as questionable and
I would assume that she's getting some child support money also. It's just not $20,000 too, so.
unreasonable. Let's take it a step further.
And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sit these lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony. Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup. And it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired an attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I gave it to you. You want more.
It's a solid prenup. This is where I talk about, like, a solid prenup is not easy to crack. You know, like, his prenup is good. Doesn't mean these savages aren't going to try to crack it. I do agree with that. But a solid prenup with your lawyer, her lawyer, come together, agree upon everything. You know, like, it's you both agreed upon everything. It's hard to dispute.
And it's been 3 years.
She willingly signed a prenuptial agreement. Chameleons have a plan. She is aware that prenups can be challenged in court, and there are instances where judges may invalidate or modify them.
This is true.
However, Tyrese's prenup appears to be airtight, and her legal efforts to challenge it have been unsuccessful. Consequently, this court case has extended over 3 long years. Now, the question arises, if she were truly an accountable person, why hasn't she contacted her lawyers and informed them that she no longer wishes to pursue her original demands? The answer to this question lies in the following clip.
You've hired 3 law firms trying to suck me dry. I'm approaching a
3 law firms? 3 law firms took this case because they really wanted fucking money from this guy. Like, this is fucking sad.
$1 million in legal fees.
Fuck. Like, thank God Tyrese has the money to be able to do this. Imagine a normal person. $1 million in legal fees. Just to defend the prenup and not get taken for a ride. Again, I believe in the prenup. I agree that prenups work. But I also agree that they do get challenged, and here and there they do get thrown out. But a solid prenup is hard to challenge.
And we had a prenup.
Legal fees. Samantha Lee hired 3 law firms, and they told her she had a case because the court system, family courts, are biased in favor of women.
That they are.
The chameleon's actions in court expose her true intentions. She's willing to use every tool at her disposal, including the legal system, to achieve her financial goals, contrary to her earlier declarations. But with this airtight prenup, she's fighting an uphill battle. This is essential information for men.
It is.
We need the details of those prenuptial agreements. John Cena. The fact that Tyrese has to expose her money-making shenanigans is a terrible display for this accountable person trying to help others against women like her.
Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
Women can just up and divorce you for no reason and take your children and money with them while destroying your reputation in the process. The chameleon, with a magnetic charisma, appealing looks, and persuasive communication, can be a mesmerizing presence in your life.
This is why a lot of men fall for the chameleons, because they're good-looking women. They're charismatic. We go to their channels, we watch them, and we listen to them. We think that they're on our side, but truly they're not. You know, truly, on the behind the scenes, they're doing everything opposite of what they advocate to us. You know, again, I don't really want to call anybody out or anything on the channels. I don't truly know. I'm not a chameleon expert. I am truly not. You know, I show you guys content from women here and there, and I straight up tell you guys, I don't know if these are chameleons or not. You know, it's very hard to tell sometimes. Are these people genuinely caring for men, caring for our strifes, you know, caring to try to change some things? Maybe. Are they doing it for money, clout, and whatever it is, I'm sure too. Like it is a process for us to understand and constantly vet these types of contents and these women. That's why I put it on a lot, and we can all kind of come in together in the comment section and be like, chameleon, no chameleon, chameleon, no chameleon. So that's why I kind of do it like that.
Life. But remember, appearances can be deceiving.
This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say.
Yeah, I'm sure Tyrese could have gotten her into the fame category pretty easily.
You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions.
Yes.
Playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was.
In dealing with chameleons, be vigilant and watch out for signs of manipulation. Charisma and beauty can be powerful tools, but they can also be wielded to deceive. Beware of those who change colors to suit their own desires. And remember, not everything is as it seems.
Whew, that was some damn good chow. Shout out Samantha for Highlights Daily. Always giving us information to protect ourselves at all times. Chameleons. It's going to be a lot more of these women. Why? Because there's going to be a lot more women realizing feminism fucked them over. So there's going to be genuine women that are going to be moving over towards men's side or men's rights side. And then there's going to be a lot of chameleons that see that a lot of men, fall in line to women like these and they can make money off of it. So be careful, men. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.